Have you ever wondered how the Israel-Palestine conflict, a topic of heated debate and international concern, originated? Let's delve back in time to the early part of the 20th century. Envision the scene: the region of Palestine, a vibrant tapestry of cultures and religions, nestled in the heart of the Ottoman Empire. The landscape was diverse, with the population primarily composed of Arab Muslims, Christians, and Jews. Each group, with its unique traditions and beliefs, added its own color to the cultural mosaic that was Palestine. This was a time of relative peace, a period before the storm, when the seeds of future discord were yet to be sown. But as we know, tranquility often conceals the stirrings of unrest beneath its surface. It was against this backdrop that the seeds of the Israel-Palestine conflict were sown. The scene dramatically shifted during World War I with the issuance of the Balfour Declaration. This pivotal document came into existence in the year 1917, under the aegis of the United Kingdom. It was a political statement, a declaration that expressed unequivocal support for the creation of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. The Balfour Declaration was not received without controversy. Its issuance triggered resistance and sowed seeds of discord among the Arab and Jewish communities in the region. The Arab majority, who had been living in Palestine for centuries, felt threatened by the prospect of a large influx of Jewish immigrants. On the other hand, the Jewish community saw this as an affirmation of their historical connection to the land. This declaration, a mere 67 words in total, had a profound impact. It set the stage for a century of conflict, shaping the destinies of both the Palestinian and Israeli people. The Balfour Declaration, therefore, marked the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the region. The end of the Ottoman Empire brought a new power to the region: the United Kingdom. After the empire's collapse, the League of Nations, a precursor to the United Nations, granted the UK the mandate to administer Palestine. This period, known as the British Mandate of Palestine, spanned from 1920 to 1948. During these years, the British found themselves in a complex and volatile situation, trying to balance the aspirations of both Arab and Jewish communities. The British attempted to establish a form of power sharing, yet this proved to be a challenging task. The number of Jewish immigrants increased significantly during this period due to the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe. This influx heightened the tension between the Arab majority and the growing Jewish minority. Disputes over land ownership and immigration policies fueled an atmosphere of mutual distrust and hostility. This period of British rule further intensified the conflict, setting the stage for the tumultuous events that were about to unfold. The year 1947 marked a turning point in the history of the region. Enter the War of Independence, a pivotal period from 1947 to 1949 that profoundly impacted both the Arab and Jewish communities. This was a time of intense conflict and struggle, marked by key events and battles that would forever shape the region. The United Nations decision in November 1947 to partition Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states sparked an eruption of violence. Jewish leaders accepted the plan, while Arab leaders rejected it. This led to a civil war, with both sides vying for control. The conflict escalated into full-blown war in May 1948, when Israel declared its independence. Almost immediately, 5 Arab nations, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq, launched an attack on the newly formed state. This was a war fought not only on battlefields, but within cities and villages, leaving no corner of the region untouched. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, Israel managed to hold its ground and even expand its territory. The Haganah, which was the main Jewish paramilitary organization, played a significant role in this. The war saw several major battles, including the Battle of Latrun and the Siege of Jerusalem, each leaving a lasting imprint on the region's history. The war concluded in 1949 with armistice agreements between Israel and its neighboring Arab states. The result was a dramatic reshaping of the map. Israel emerged with more territory than was originally allotted in the UN partition plan, while the West Bank and Gaza Strip fell under Jordanian and Egyptian control, respectively. Yet this was a war that left deep scars. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians became refugees, and the Jewish population suffered heavy casualties. The region was left in a state of uneasy truce, with borders, refugees, and Jerusalem's status unresolved. The war ended, but the conflict was far from over. It continued to shape the region and influence international relations. So, how has this historical background contributed to the present-day Israel-Palestine conflict? The roots lie deep in the 20th century, from the Ottoman-era Palestine, through the Balfour Declaration, the British Mandate, to Israel's War of Independence. These events have shaped the realities on the ground, driving the tensions and disputes we see today. Understanding the past is crucial to making sense of the present. It's only through this understanding that we can hope for a peaceful resolution to the Israel-Palestine conflict in the future.